Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing another 2018 Goals Traveler's Notebook video with you. I've been kind of just catching up in this album, and I will link all the other ones down below if you want to see how the other sections have been going, but we left off ready to start with March. So I've been following this formula where the left side is a piece of paper with this frame from Crate Papers here in their collection with the calendar on it. And then I've been doing watercolor on the right hand side and then type journaling on my typewriter. So I've also been doing a punch with my tab punch here, just to label the month. And I really like how these pages are turning out. They're allowing me to do more journaling and kind of like summarizing the month, but then also just kind of keep the pages balanced. So I really like how these are turning out. They're really cute. On the next page, I just kind of wanted to talk about how I finally had, I feel like, a pretty normal amount of energy, or what felt like a normal amount of energy after being so sick and recovering for several months. So I started reading a lot again and like actually having the desire to go out and do things. We were meaning to travel in March, but you know, we thought we would go to New Orleans because we've been there so many times that it would be easy planning wise. We wouldn't have to do much. So we were being kind of last minute about it because we didn't have to do anything special. But then we found out there was like a music festival that weekend or week we were going, and so all the hotels and the Airbnbs were really, really expensive. So we decided not to go, which is good because I ended up pulling my shoulder muscles at the end of February, so I wasn't feeling great. And then also my parents' divorce trial was on Casey's birthday, and things were just really stressful, and my mom ended up needing my grandma to travel with her for the trial, so Casey and I ended up watching my sister Olivia during that time. So we spent a week together, and it was also Casey's B-Day week, so we just did our best to to make all those things work. It was a really hard week for everyone, and my grandma was also in the hospital because she had cracked open her skull. It was really scary. She was, oh, hi, Duchess. She was very, very sick. So, yeah, it was a really hard week for everyone for many reasons. So we were just really doing our best to hang in there as best we could. And, yeah, I didn't really know how to document that. I didn't really want to write it all out, but I don't know. I just added some pictures here and some watercolor. On this next page, I did some more watercolor. And then I used this paper cut die from Amy Tangerine. It's from an old collection of hers. And then I did some journaling with my 005 Sakura Micron pen. And I did the lyrics to A Million Dreams from the Greatest Showman soundtrack. And I just kind of journaled them around in a circle. And I like how that looks. You can't completely read it unless you look at it closely, but I think it's kind of neat. I like the contrast of it too. And then we had St. Patrick's Day. So I used these Shamrock outline stamps from Purkey, and then I used my Jane Davenport mermaid markers and an aqua brush to kind of fill them in with a lighter green. And I love St. Patrick's Day. We go to the parade every year, so we have a picture of us, me at the parade, and then my blog friend, internet friend Kira, they were driving up from Texas to Iowa, so they stopped here in Kansas and met up with us, which was really nice because they're just so much fun, and we got to stay with them when we drove through Texas a few years ago, and it was so nice. So it was really fun to see them. They came up for dinner and we went to the bookstore. So there's just a picture of us here. I did a teeny bit of journaling there, but I kind of like how this page looks, that it's not completely stamped. Also, Casey's been growing his hair out for a man bun. There were a couple years in there where he, you know, had long hair, but it wasn't quite long enough, and now his hair is very, very long. So I just have this picture of him leaning forward with his hair everywhere, and it just kind of makes me smile. So this is just kind of to emphasize that even though January, February, and March were really stressful for health reasons and family reasons and stuff like that, that like he and I are the most important part of our family, and we're just really lucky to have each other, and I'm really lucky to have him, and he makes me laugh and smile. So that's kind of what this page is meant to represent. So yeah, that is March. I actually ended up sticking some of these pages together just to give a little bit of extra strength to the paper, because I just watercolored so much of it. And also, you know, I haven't been doing that the whole way around, so between all the paint and the gesso and the chunkiness of these pages, it's just kind of getting warped. So I'm probably going to start doing that a little bit more. Yeah, but I'm just now starting on April, so that catches you guys up to where I am, and then I hope soon I will be caught up and sort of doing it at a more regular interval for what's actually happening right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks.